across all time zones, covering both hemispheres. It's time for another featured music special on the Artist First Radio Network. Z-Man, Studio 1A, queuing up for this evening's featured music special. We have a hip-hop, R&B, and rap artist coming our way. He's been doing this for a while. He works for the record label. I think he might be one of the top dogs there. I don't know. We're about to find out all about a record label called Stars of Eternity. And an artist joining us right now is called JaVaunte. Hey, JaVaunte.
What's up, man? How's it going?
It is a pleasure to have you on our network, sir. Where are we reaching you tonight?
Man, I'm coming from Bedford, Texas, man.
Wow. Hey, it was almost about 94 here in Ohio. How hot was it there today?
Man, it is hot. It feels like it's around 100 degrees out here right now. It's not around 90.
Well, you know, in the middle of winter up here in Ohio, when we got 6 feet of ice and you can't even get out the door, I don't know if that bothers me that much to have these hot days. But, well, JaVaunte, many people are going to be finding out about you tonight, including myself, for the very first time. So, like I prefer to do on these types of shows, let's spend the first few minutes and talk about you as a person. So give us a little bio and background on you. Where'd you grow up, and when did you get interested in music?
Man, I've been interested in music since I was a kid. My mother did music, my grandmother did music, and growing up, I just always listened to music. I was born in 92, so 90s era was really big for me, so I really just listened to a lot of different type of hip-hop, and as I grew, I just expanded my music genres and just was open to everything and anything. And that's what really got me interested in the music and kept me doing it for so long.
You know, we talk about that often, about whether music runs in family lines, and you sort of sound like you come down in that column. You come from a line of artists.
Oh yeah, man, it definitely does. It definitely does, because they helped inspire me. They showed me something in life that was cool to me. So I just kept going and pursued it. I haven't really seen any guys in my family growing up doing music. It was mostly women. Like my grandmother's mother plays piano for her church and stuff like that. So she grew up around music. So I was always around women doing music. But I wanted to do music myself, and that's when I started realizing, guys who usually do music were either like R&B artists or like rappers or something, and that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to write poetry, I wanted to write music, and I wanted it to be, felt and heard.
So when did you start actually doing stuff like that? How young were you, for instance, when you wrote your first cut?
I believe I was 19. I was either 18 or 19. I started making beats when I was 17. That was my senior year in high school. And then the following year I went to Iowa State. And when I went to Iowa State, I started making music. And from there, I just started learning the business, learning the ropes, learning how to write music, how to produce. I had to learn how to do it by myself. It came to a point where I wanted to do it by myself, so I had to learn how to do it by myself. And I started making my own beats and mixing and mastering and producing. And it took me a while to get better, but I had to, get my feet wet in it first.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything else. If you stick with it, then you're...
Yeah, man. I just stuck with it for 10 years and got better. I would pay a lot of money to have producers, mix my songs and make me beats and all this different type of stuff, and then I just decided to just learn how to do it myself. So, music became a part of me. It became something I know how to create now. But then I had no clue how to create it. I had no idea how to make music at all. And then I just started learning things, watching videos, playing with different programs on my computer, and just getting better.
Well, folks, I'm sorry, you might hear thunder in the background, folks. We're having I could close up. We have a soundproof studio, but it's beautiful here. So I'm leaving the windows open. If it gets too distracting, we'll close the windows. But we'll talk more about how in today's modern age, if you're old school, you're still amazed at the way things are recorded now. That's the way the advancements in technology. But first, let's get into our first track. Let's play a track, JaVaunte. You've chosen "Go Crazy" as the first track
crazy.
You want our listeners to hear. Tell us about this track. How did it come into being?
This song was one of my first, like, after I learned how to make my own music and all that. I went and decided to produce my own album, and this is the first album that I produced by myself, and this is like one of my favorite songs on that whole album. It's called "Go Crazy," and it's off of the album 777. One of my first album that I ever made by myself, mixed, mastered, and produced it all by myself. So
excellent.
That's my favorite, one of my favorite albums.
Let's hear it, folks.
My favorite song.
"Go Crazy" by our guest, JaVaunte.
Hey. Yeah. Is you for real, my nigga? I always keep it real, my nigga. My cup stay filled, my nigga. The cushion straight kill, my nigga. If you wanna fuck, tell her come on with it. My nigga, I'm grown, nothing wrong with it. This be like a chip, and she wanna dip. If she wanna ride, take her on a trip. Go crazy, go crazy. Go crazy, go crazy. Go crazy, go crazy. Go crazy, go crazy. We don't give a fuck about nothing. Walk around the mall straight stunting. Hustling, came up from nothing. They rushing to see me in public. Yo, they let her watch me go crazy. All this money don't faze me. I be in the sky, don't play me. I be going hard on the daily. What? Go crazy, go crazy. Go crazy, go crazy. Go crazy, go crazy. Go crazy, go crazy. All these women looking pretty. Wait until I fall up in your city. We gon' need some bottles over her. You know we going cause I'm in the VIP, that's where I be. I'm going in, showing no ID. Floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. I'm showing out like Muhammad Ali. Go crazy, go crazy. Go crazy, go crazy. Go crazy, go crazy. Go crazy, go crazy.
"Go Crazy" by JaVaunte from hot Texas down there, man. He's baking down there. He's got a few minutes to spend with us, in which we're grateful for. JaVaunte, tell us about, we have on the homepage, nimbitmusic.com/Stars of Eternity, which is a record label. Give us a background on that.
That website, man, is built and designed to sell my music and merchandise. I have a large category of music, and I'm not the only artist that's on Stars of Eternity. I have one artist named Bonds and another artist named Mapel who's on Stars of Eternity, and they have some music on there as well. I have a lot of free music up there you could download for free, and I have a lot of albums you could pay for and buy. A lot of my albums on there, or all of my albums on there, are $9.99, $10. So it's not expensive. But that song right there, "Go Crazy," off my first album, 777, that's one of my favorite ones right there. And man, it's just amazing to hear, man. I'm out here in the South with this hot weather, you know, making this hot music. So everything's good, man. It's a blessing. I feel good to be working in this profession and doing this type of stuff, man. I feel like it's really good for me, and it worked out, man.
Well, you know what's real important, and we talk about this a lot now, is that guys like you who actually got it done, they didn't talk about it, they didn't tell people what they're gonna do, you went out and did it. And now,
Right.
God, if the good Lord wanted to take you home tomorrow, you still have something you leave behind. You got it done. How many artists don't get it done ever? You know what I mean? So,
That's what I'm saying.
with the
Yeah, man, that's a
internet now,
blessing.
you're going to live on for generations because you'll be alive on the internet. I don't know. How, you think about stuff like that?
I actually do, man. That's the crazy part, man. That's what I want to do it for, because I actually didn't just want to make music. I wanted to be like an outstanding person. You know, I want to show love and be loved by people, and help guide their lives to where they feel like it should be and be happy. So, and then while I'm doing that, I just that itself is like poetry. You know what I'm saying? Trying to guide somebody's life to be happy is kind of poetic. It's beautiful. And that's kind of something I used to do before I would make music. I was just, being somebody. I grew up in a Christian background home, so, I started off with that. I led with that. And I lived with that in the beginning. So all the other music is just things I've been through and all that. But most definitely, this platform that I've built is supposed to last forever. You know what I'm saying? I only want to build healthy relationships in this music and in my life in general. So, I feel like it's all working well right now. I'm getting a lot of love, and I feel like that'll be important to keep forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is, man. Bravo on your goals and your attitude and the things that are important to you. We need more people like you, JaVaunte. We got too many people who
Appreciate
don't
that,
hold
man.
those views. I just got to bring this up right now, and this is going to bother me for quite a while. So there'll be a bunch of shows, you regular listeners, I'm going to mention this just for a minute. Did you guys see the letter from Taylor Swift the other day? Posted online to her public. She wanted to buy, her record label wanted to sell, owns her like a slave, and wanted to sell her record catalog. And she said, okay, great, I'll buy it. And they said, nope, we're selling it to this scumbag over here who she knows personally and hates. $300 million. She can't even, she owns nothing. All of her work up until now is owned by some scumbag dirtball that treats her like a slave. Now, these aren't my words. Read the letters she posted. Those are her words. And it's just messed up that an artist doesn't
That's
own their
crazy.
stuff. And what other industry out there is like modern day slavery, which the American record business is? Thank you for letting me put that editorial comment in. JaVaunte, what's your take on the record business?
Man, that's something I did a lot of research on, and still as an independent artist, I still look forward to a good deal if there was one out there per se. But being independent right now is good, and it's working for me right now. So I'm completely happy with that, and I'm completely happy with being a star for eternity. I can't change that or want to change that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's something special to me, and I feel like it means a lot. But I had to find my own path to not get caught up in situations like that. I had to make my own label. I had to be willing to be a righteous and respectful person when it comes to others and in this game. You know what I'm saying? And what people want for themselves. It just got to be fair. So, as Stars of Eternity, we just trying to make it fair. We trying to treat everybody like a star and make them feel good about themselves. We let them make their music feel happy. You know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. But I don't know, man. I like I said, I thought about getting a deal and being signed with someone and making a bigger impact on the world. But right now the independent thing is working right now, so I can't really complain about that. But Taylor Swift, man, I feel like, I kind of feel hurt for her right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If that's something she wants, I feel hurt about that right now.
I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. I don't have a like or dislike. I just don't know any of her music, and that's not the point of what I'm saying. There are so many. I did an interview with Tommy James and the Shondells, so 8 or 9 months ago. He has a book out, Me, the Mob, and the Music. And in the book, he claims that his record label ripped him off for $30 million.
Man.
$30 million. And he wrote a book about it. I won't waste time. I'll tell you a few more of these off the air after, folks. We listened to another song from JaVaunte. Here's what we're going to do. Let's play this tune, and then JaVaunte, you can tell us about it after they hear this one. Here we go.
I'm there 24/7, 24/7, all day 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7. Think about you. 24/7, 24/7. I wanna be with you because 24/7, 24/7. I want you. 24/7, 24/7, you doing you. All day 24/7, 24/7, all day 24/7, 24/7.
All damn day and night. All damn day and night. Never will I let, never will I let, never will I let, never will I let it get me down. Never will I let, never will I let, never will I let, never will I let it get me down.
All day 24/7, 24/7, all day 24/7, 24/7.
You are listening to a featured music special on the Artist First Radio Network. JaVaunte is our guest this evening. Look up nimbitmusic.com, Stars of Eternity. If that's too quick, just use our Artist First homepage or the archive page. Those links are right there. Well, first of all, JaVaunte, what was that track we just heard?
That one right there was another one of my favorites called 24/7. And that's on my next album, Platinum, that I released, I believe, in 2015. But that right there is one of my favorites.
Well, how many...
And
I'm sorry, I cut you off. Please finish.
I'm sorry, I was gonna say there should be a video coming soon to that song right there that I'm currently working on to shoot. But yeah, that's all. My bad. What you saying?
What? How many albums, or first, let's start with songs. How many songs do you think you've recorded so far?
So far, I've got over like 400, I would say.
Wow.
Maybe near about 450 around there.
No kidding. Wow. Now,
Yeah.
Is that you're talking about your own material? Do you work as a producer? Do you work with other artists on occasion?
I have. I worked with a lot of artists. I've worked with a lot of them in the DFW area, Dallas-Fort Worth area. Shout out to all those people. But I've worked with a lot of artists, and I'm sorry. What's your question?
Well, no, I just was. I really was trying to get into the recording aspect. This is because you've,
Okay.
And like you said, for a while you were laying out cash so that other people could do what you could do yourself, which is becoming an audio engineer. It's not easy, but it's not. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering, you can do it. If you have any music skills in your head, you can probably use today's
definitely.
modern tools. It's pretty cool. What do you use in your studio? Let's start with what digital software do you use?
So right now, I started with a Toshiba. I had a Toshiba computer at first, but right now I got a Lenovo, and then but all the programs are the same. I got a Lenovo now. It works better,
Yeah, but what's the recording software you use?
I use Fruity Loops. I use Fruity Loops to make the beats. I use FL Studio 9. There's like a whole bunch of new ones, but I use 9 right now. It's my favorite edition, so I stay with it. I don't change it or nothing like that. And then after that, after I make the beat, I'll go into Studio 1, and I'll mix the music in Studio 1, and I'll create it there. But a lot of people got like different programs and all that, which is cool and okay. which I feel like any program will work if you know how to use it.
That's
you know,
right.
A lot of people will tell me, you know, I should try a different program, which I probably should, and I'll probably have fun playing with it. But, you know, when I really need to make an album or something, like, I just use what I already know, what I learned for myself, and that's FL Studio 9 and Studio One.
Yeah, you know, once you know how to do it, folks, you know forever. I like to give a tip out to, you know, many young artists and starting out artists listen to our station. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a digital audio recording software that you can make an entire album on. It's free. That's right. It is free. It's called Audacity. It kicks ass, and it's free, and it works on any platform. You can have an old piece of crap, I don't know, 10, 20-year-old Windows or $10 laptop from the pawn shop. This stuff will run on it. And what I'm saying is it's no longer about the money. It's a little know-how. Yeah, unless you want to lay out cash every weekend to some guy that's, you know, learned how to do it. It's something you can do. So check it out, folks, Audacity. But when you start out a tune, first of all, how do you put, well, you said you put the beat together first, but can you write on command, or is it something that you write a song every couple of days, or how's that the creative process work?
I actually write on command, man. I can write on command. I usually try and pick a topic. I usually just throw it in the air and freestyle. And shout out to Audacity too, because 24/7, the song that was just played was actually recorded on Audacity. I have Audacity. Yeah, that's why when you said that, I was like, oh man, I forgot I had Audacity, and I got it on my computer. But after I got Studio One, I stopped using Audacity. But Audacity is a great program, and you can hear if you heard 24/7, that was made on Audacity.
Well, but outstanding.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you mentioned that right there, because I totally forgot about that, and I have used that before. There's a mixtape on the website called From Dreams to Reality, and a lot of songs on that album, on that mixtape, were recorded using Audacity. So shout out to Audacity, man. It's a great program.
And folks, if you're a beginner, there's a lot of folks that use Audacity. So there's groups, you know, and in the middle of the night when you can't figure out something, you just go on one of these chat rooms and somebody's going to tell you how to fix it real quick.
Right.
Boy, there's a big difference between when I was your age. You know, we still had to record on tape, reel-to-reel tape we started on, and then we went to ADAT tape and or DAT tape, and then ADAT tape, and I mean it was hard. Today's technology makes the recording process so much easier. You know, you don't have to be a complete genius on electronics anymore like you used to be. I don't know why I'm telling you this, because it doesn't make any difference. I don't think we're ever going to go back to those days. But all right, well, folks, JaVaunte is our artist tonight. He's from Texas, and he's got a bunch of music out there. The web links are up on our pages, so you guys can click through, and it's time for the next song, which is called Told You So. Tell us about this one.
The song is called Told You So, one of my favorite songs, and I was stuck on the beat for days before I made the song. So that's a great point. I was really stuck on this beat before I dropped the song, because the beat was so hot, I didn't know what to put to it. I feel like I could put anything to it. But this one is off my next album after Platinum, called No Evil. So enjoy this, man. And I told you so.
Stack paper when possible, going through all these obstacles. Mono something phenomenal, blowing something that's tropical. My flow is unstoppable. I like a chick who think that's logical. Writing raps and chronicles, read about it in articles. We finally found a way to get it. I'm working extra hard trying to make $1 million. If you feel the same way, hands to the ceiling. Same OG with a great feeling. We get the party poppin' when we in the building. Every day I celebrate cause I'm still living. I don't fuck with the laws cause they still killing. I've been living on some higher learning. It came with many blessings like a higher earning. I see my life differently, haters lurking. And they see me put the work in, that's perfect. I be on my grind and they just don't know. Got a lot of money that I just don't show. homies out here messing with me. Making sure nobody out here messing with me. We be going dumb when we in the city. Party, 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 get silly. Fresh, looking like I hit the lotto. I'm a lead, I don't gotta follow. Party popping while we popping bottles. I like girls real bad like a supermodel. It's kinda crazy when I walk in. I'm getting money just for talking. We in a different caliber. Killing the game, man, it's a massacre. I'm rising in rank, defeating challengers. Like dang, living as a traveler. Praise God, hoping that he balance ya. I think now they notice I'm not an amateur. I be on my grind and they just don't know. Got a lot of money that I just don't show. I'ma do my thing, I gotta let them know. I can't help but to say that I told you so. SOE, Stars of Eternity. We shine forever, yeah.
You are listening to a featured music special on the Artist First Radio Network, something we have been doing for 23 years now. We've lost track. That's between 12 and 13,000 bands, another 6,000 or 7,000 authors. That's what we do here, folks. We are here. In fact, I wanted to mention that, JaVaunte, because what you were talking about, the way you have your record label set up and the way you described it, is very similar to what we've been doing here all these years. I feel some camaraderie there. We built this station because, you know, artists get screwed so bad, just like the Taylor Swift thing I was talking about, that we wanted, there had to be a place that artists could get put first and not put last. Hence the name Artist First. Yes, that's a federally registered trademark, so a few of you will be getting letters in the next couple of months. And you think I'm kidding, huh? Okay. Well, anyway, that's part of the business, isn't it? Right? I mean, JaVaunte, but anyway, back to the point that it's you are out there trying to help people, and so are we.
Right.
So, folks, if you want to contribute, please. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said the good deed, man. The good deed. That's helping people is a good thing.
Well, folks, if you want to help, you can go over to nimbitmusic.com/Stars of Eternity, or simply use the links we have provided at Artist First. And you can get over there and you can support this artist and the record label. Now, how can they purchase the music directly from your label at your website, or where else? Tell them all about that, how they can do that.
Correct. The only place you could buy my music is on nimbitmusic.com/Stars of Eternity. There, I will, you know, since I'm the owner, the CEO, artist, producer, you know, I pretty much make 100% of the funds, and so do my other artists. But you know, we don't have anybody, you know, trying to take money from us or anything like that, or ripping us off. So, you know, we did it the smart way, and we did it to see all of our royalties and all of our profits that we make off of our creations. So you just enjoy it, man. We sit back and we enjoy it, and we work harder, and we make more music, and we make better music.
But we were talking off air there, listeners. I'll let you in on this. As many of you know, years ago, we used to have a lot of record executives, retired record executives, like on the JC Ray show we had, and they would come on and talk about their profession, and they were, in many cases, very sorrowful, because then looking back, they knew that they did what was best for the profit of the shareholders of their record label, and absolutely not what was good for the artist. And that's the way this record business has been all this time. Many retiring artists are telling you so. So do what you can, artists out there. Protect yourself. You know, if you stay independent, you don't have anybody else to worry about, right? Well,
right. Right. It's just you.
They're free to do as they wish, but oh my God, I could tell you 100 stories. Okay, we're on track. We're going to play 6 tracks tonight. The next track coming up, we just finished I Told You So, and we're going to move to another track called I've Been Working 24/7. When did you write this, and what was happening in your world that this song came into being?
At this point in my life, I was working like nonstop on the music. I was dropping mixtapes after mixtapes on YouTube and everywhere, and I was just like, man, I've been working 24/7. So after I wrote this song, this on my next album after No Evil, which is called The Poems That I Write, and it was just a poem that I wrote, you know, about my life and how I was feeling at the time, working with the music nonstop, like in and out every day for weeks and weeks and weeks, dropping tapes and albums and all that. So that's where that came from.
I've been working 24/7, nigga. 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 Tryna stack big banks, hella figures. You already know how I like a figure, nigga. Yeah, she super bad with a trigger finger, nigga. What the hell you mean, quick to shoot you down, nigga? She be working 24/7, nigga. We be working 24/7, nigga. What the hell you mean? Yeah, we get into the paper. What the hell you mean? Give a fuck about a hater. I've been working 24/7, nigga. 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 Let me get my paper on time, my nigga. I ain't wasting time for a dime, my nigga. I done clocked in on the grind, my nigga. When I get my check, I'm feeling fine, my nigga. Cruising in my whip, I just ride, my nigga. Lady on my side looking fine, my nigga. It's like she just pretty all the time, my nigga. And she got money all the time, my nigga. I've been working 24/7, 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 nigga.
All right, I couldn't find my headphones there. We have a couple of rescue cats that live their lives in the radio station. We found them on the highway about 8 years ago, and they needed a home, and that's why they live here. And one of them just jumped up and knocked my headphones on the floor there. That's all right. We do support animal rights groups, as you guys well know. JaVaunte, do you have any pets?
I don't, man, but I like dogs though.
Yeah, people that like animals are usually.
I'm kind of exotic. Like I like tigers and stuff. I don't know. I like panthers and lions and stuff like that.
Yeah, but not in a cage. Let them live where they need to live.
Yeah, let them be.
Yeah, we were talking off air about that group, Dixie Duo. Folks, you could Google them. They signed a terrible record deal back in the day. Song made $18 million. They walked away with, after expenses, $30,000 each. The record label made $17,850,000, and they got $30,000. Not even enough to buy a new car. Well, back then it probably was, but okay. The record business, what a screwed up business. Watch yourself, folks, when you get into this business. Now, you've played some live gigs, haven't you, JaVaunte?
I have done a few shows, man, and I'm looking to do some more. I'm ready. You know, my music is ready. I'm ready. You know, I'm ready to knock them out the park, really, honestly, nonstop.
Now, do you
I'm
get...
gonna do that all day.
You know, some people, naturally, right, you get a little nervous before a live gig. Are you comfortable on stage? It's a total different animal than recording, isn't it?
I like to make myself feel like I'm nervous, just so I could kill it, you know what I'm saying? Just so I could kill that energy, you know, afterwards and be like, you know, I ain't never nervous, you know what I'm saying? I killed it, you know. Besides that, no. At first I was. When I first started getting into music, I was worried about a lot of stuff, you know, like my image, how people would feel, if I say certain things, or if I feel some type of way, if I look some type of way. But then as I grew up, man, I just became more mature and more comfortable with who I was. And then now it's at a point to where, like, that's all I expect from myself, is to go out and do a show and kill it, you know, and handle it humbly, you know, as a professional job and be a professional at it. So other than that, I mean, you I'll say I was, but I'm not now.
Well, you work so hard in the studio, and you can keep working on a piece until it's absolutely finished, no matter how many times or how long it takes. You can do that in the studio, but out live, you get one chance. You get one chance to present the song, and many times, many artists don't control their own PA. They got to use what's ever there. And maybe the guy that's running the PA is sober. Maybe he knows what he's doing. Maybe he doesn't give a crap about it. He's more interested in that girl over there. I mean, it can make for a lot of hard work by the artist not come out very well because someone else not doing their job. Have you ever had any problems with somebody that wasn't quite getting it done for you on stage? And if so, how'd you handle it?
Not really. We always made sure the track was good before I performed, and I never really had any like difficulties or trouble performing lately, or in the past for that matter.
Oh, good.
Everything's been good, man.
Good. Give it time. It'll happen. The monitors are not loud. You can't hear the music. You're trying to keep it like, uh-oh. And, well, that's great. And now,
yeah, we'll just start over. We'll start over and get it right.
Yeah, it's we was in front of a crowd of 3,000 people one time, and we went to start our first song. The PA doesn't work, and we run our own system. Oh, I was petrified. We got it going in about 2 minutes, but 3,000 people standing there with their arms folded going, well, you guys going to do anything? It's like that.
Man, if I saw 30,000 people, I'd be like, y'all want me to restart, do it over? You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it over and make sure it goes good. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if the PA don't work, they can't hear you screaming. You know what I mean? It's like, you got to be kidding me, man. Oh, God. I shook the whole set because I was afraid the PA was going to go out again. It didn't, but yikes. Well, that's good. That's good. Now, we'll talk to you in a couple of years and see if you've had any problems you've had to deal with at live gigs. Now,
all right, man.
In the recording studio, like you say, in fact, the song we just did, the very last song, I've been working 24/7. You talk about how, much time you have to put into this and get. So a couple of questions. How do you know when a song is done? Since you can do so much to it, you can mix it and master it and this and that. How do you know when it's okay, I'm done with it, I ain't messing with it anymore? Is that easy for you?
Yeah, pretty much, I go off of my ear. Sometimes I got songs that my grandma will be like, I really like that song, I feel like you should redo it. I really like my files and stuff like that. Like some of them I'll go back and do, some I haven't. And I won't because I was already satisfied with it before, and then I lost the files and all that. So it's like a lot of stuff that I was testing and working with that I can't really find anymore. But I really like what I made, and when I really like it, I'm done with it. When I can jam to it, I'm done with it. So I'll be done with it, and then I'll just put it out the way I like it. Or some songs that I've made, you can look at my files and there'll be like 5 versions of it or 10 versions of it because I'm still mixing it down or whatever. But when I get that final that final listen, when I put it in the speakers or my headphones and it sounds just how I want it to, then I'm done with it and I'll just move on to the next track.
Well, getting the vocals right, getting the music is, in my opinion, is a lot easier than getting the vocals right, because you can sort of control the beat, you can control the equipment, but vocals is an entirely different matter. Now, are you a one-take wonder? You said you freestyle some of this stuff, but what's it like for you?
Most definitely, I'm a one-take wonder. There's songs I've freestyled the whole thing. I believe some of these songs I freestyled that you've heard, I just went in and recorded it and just said whatever I wanted to say to match the topic of the song. But some of them I wrote. But nowadays, like if I go and make a song like today, if I make a new album today, most likely 100% is gonna be freestyle. Like I'm gonna just walk up to the mic and freestyle it. I used to write in my phone. I used to write on paper. I got like notebooks of rhymes in my room, and I got like apps filled with like notepads filled with rhymes and songs. But like now, I just left all that alone because it would be times where I go back and look at them, and then I'll be working on a new song. Like if I go work with an artist, I'll go look at my phone and find some rhyme that I wrote a long time ago. But like now, I just freestyle. Like whatever the topic is, whatever we talking about, I'll freestyle on that topic. You know, which will give me more insight than writing it down sometimes. But sometimes I do take my time and write it down. But then other times I'm just gonna freestyle.
Well, and hey, folks, some songs are written in 5 minutes, and some songs are written in 50 years. It doesn't. There's no time limit, short or long, on putting out a piece of music. And you sort of answered my question about not know. You know, when you got 5 versions of a song. I mean, that's terrific. That is good.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and why not 100 versions? There's no limit to that either. But again, because it's hard to sometimes put a song down because it has so much more it can give. JaVaunte, we're up to the tune Ball So Hard. Tell us about this one.
Ball So Hard is off my album called 4, which is 4 is my favorite number. So I had to make an album for it. So I was just like, man, let's call it 4. But Ball So Hard is one of my favorite albums. That's why I called it 4, because it's like my favorite album, my favorite number. And we always balling so hard. So that's all it is right there.
We work the ball so hard. 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 Oh God, we work the ball so hard. Thank God that we overcome the odds. Every day we get more play, my nigga. Stacking more change, my nigga. It's like we out of range, my nigga. It's cause the game's changed, my nigga. We work the ball so hard. 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 I'm winning, feeling like I won a milli. Like I work the ball so hard. Yeah, I got plenty. And I'm feeling the ball so hard. Get me spinning up a bank while I'm pumping on that dank. Got a pretty little woman, she gon' tell me what she think.
She like you ball so hard.
I be like, shit, I work hard. We work the ball so 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 hard.
God damn it! Every goddamn day I work hard to ball. So every goddamn day I'm a ball. You got that goddamn right. I work hard for every penny, every goddamn dollar. Motherfucker.
Folks, you can support this artist and all of the artists you find on the Artist First Radio Network by going to a website, downloading a song. You ain't got $1? Come on, folks, that helps out a lot. If a lot of you guys get out there, even a handful, get out there and download some music, buy an album, support the artists you hear on here. Hey, maybe the crummy record business won't be around as long. Yeah, right. All right, well. You know, here we are. Am I right, JaVaunte, that you are in your late 20s?
I'm actually 27. I just turned 27 on June 9th.
Okay, this is great because we will now have a snapshot of your life and career that will be out in cyberspace forever when you were 27 years old. So I know this is kind of a corny question, but I'm going to ask you to make a prediction. If you're back in 10 years or 5 years or 20 years, and you had some advice that you gave when you were 27, what would that be? What would you tell other artists who are thinking about getting into this business, being that you're a 27-year-old artist with 450 produced songs?
I'll be honest with them. I'll tell them, I'll be like, look, man, I was just 18 with this dream. Now I'm 27, still trying to continue with this dream. And even though it's not promised and I'm not rich or a millionaire yet off of my dream or my goals, I would tell you to keep going, because it surely did, like, speed right through. Like, the way you plan your dreams may not happen the way you want them to, but if you keep pursuing them, one day it's gonna open up your eyes, and you'll realize that you're either living your dream or your dream has already came true, and you'll be happy. You'll be filled with joy. That's eventually. If I keep going, I'll feel that way. But if I stop, then I'm forever be a quitter, and I'm gonna never know what my dream could have did for me. So I would tell you to keep going and keep pursuing your dream, and don't let nobody stop you. I've had many people tell me certain things, that my music sucked or it wasn't good enough or whatever, but I obviously kept trying and made more of it. So whatever they're telling you to knock you down or whatever, just keep producing more of what you want your dream to be, and soon enough it'll be so much of that to where people won't have to, they won't say anything, and then you'll be standing on your dreams, happy and successful. But you gotta also carry a righteous attitude. Like, you can't carry an attitude that isn't gonna work for you. Like, you have to change it, and you have to make it righteous for you and yourself, and you have to forgive those around you, and you have to include those who knocked you down in your dream. So when your dream does come true, you always gotta have that mindset to where if somebody talks bad about you, to forgive them. Like, you gotta see yourself there and what you would do for them when you're there. Because if you can't see that, then nobody who knocked you down will want to see you be where you want to be, because you're not going to forgive them in that moment. So that's just some things you got to think about, and keep pursuing your dreams in the midst of that, because if you keep doing it, you're gonna reach your dreams. There's nothing about it. There's nothing that's going to hold you back about it. Based off of what I've lived through and what I went through, it's definitely true. Just keep progressing, keep pushing, and you're gonna make it. Whatever it is you want to do, you definitely gonna make it, and I'm gonna be there to see you make it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, music, in fact, all art, in my opinion, is personal. You either like a painting or you don't like it, and somebody can't really talk you into liking a painting if you just don't like the painting. I think music's the same way. You hear a song and and you like it, yeah, or you don't like it, no. And who is one person have the right to tell another person what songs they like? Like when someone says a disparaging remark to an artist, who cares what you think? It's not what you think. That's wonderful to you, what music you like, but the music. Okay. Beyonce's welcome here. I think she's a fine person and all that, but her music stinks. It's terrible. And she's a bar singer who has to dress up like a prostitute to get people to notice her.
Yeah.
The music is, any singer in my lead bands blow her away. But, so again, but I'm not out there trying to get people to hate Beyonce. Anyway, okay, music's a personal thing. All right, we've got about 2 minutes before we have to go to our last tune, so I want to make sure, first of all, JaVaunte, any shout-outs you'd like to give tonight?
Actually, I'm going to shout out to everybody worldwide, man, but I definitely love California. I don't know why, it's just in my blood or something. And this is the last song that we have for you guys tonight, but this is called That Bounce, off of my latest album called Star Player Poppy. And this is a freestyle, and it's for all my people that's bouncing in them hydraulic cars right now.
Those are cool. Well, JaVaunte, you got friends here, and we built this network for artists just like you. So as you crank out another 400 and some tunes, you know where to go. We will be here when you're ready to come back, and anything we can do to help you in your career, that's what we're here for, JaVaunte.
Gotcha, man.
This one for my niggas. as they bounce around. This only for they booties that like to bounce around. This only for them 2-3s jumping up and down. This only for the greatest that really know it now. It's only for the losers who really hate it now. Boy, I got that bounce like 2-3. Straight down, get it like Snoopy. Sauce walking on them niggas like, oh wait. You think I'm bouncing? Wait till I see that coochie. Woo! I keep the pussy poppin'. Bouncing to my song like it's not a problem. Bouncing on these niggas like you can't stop them. This one for my niggas who still bounce. South for my niggas in the north, for my niggas on the east, for my niggas on the west, for my niggas with that bounce, 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 that bounce, bounce, bounce. What the hell you mean, boy? I been had bounce. They ain't had bounce till they heard that bounce. All up on your track like I made that bounce. All over the world now, cars go bounce. Now bounce, 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 bounce. Now bounce, 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 bounce. This one for my niggas getting to the fitting. This is for them trunks shaking like that jelly. This one for my niggas bouncing already. This one for my niggas who haven't heard already. We ain't worried about it. We just keep it bouncing. The money one thing that I keep on counting. Horsepower, something like a stallion. Since I made that bounce, I'ma keep on wildin', styling, swaggin' with my niggas. You know what it is, nigga, bounce with us. Every nigga in the game just